Greetings! Today I'm installing the upgraded PTU brace on my Focus RS from Mountune. Okay, the first thing we need to do to get at the PTU brace is to remove the undertray, and as you can see, it is under the car. So what we have to do is remove a bunch of fixings. So mostly it is going to be like these, which are T30 Torx, and then you just have to go around the edge and remove all of those. Then there is also a few just push pin clip things. Just use a regular flathead screwdriver and you'll be good to go. So just go around the edge and remove any fixing, and then the undertray should be loose and you can just slide it off. Okay, cool. Undertray off. Fixings. So we had in the end up, there are 2, 4, 6, 8 screws. Those are the T30 Torx, and then 4 of the plastic push pins. Okay, so this is the PTU brace that we're going to replace. To make it a little bit easier on ourselves, I'm going to remove the low bush pipe, the hard pipe, which is this bad boy right here. I've got the nice Mountune one. So that requires 7mm socket on the 2 clamps, 10mm deep socket on the 2 little nuts holding this on. Okay, now we have cleared the area to get at the PTU brace. So as you can see, there are 3 bolts that we need to remove, and they're 2 different sizes. So for the big one, I'm going to be using a 13mm, and for the 2 smaller ones, it's going to be 10mm. So here are the 2 side by side now that we have the stock part out. You can see that the stock part is just made out of pressed steel, which is okay. It's a bit thin. It's absolutely fine for stock applications, but as soon as you start upping the power, especially if you go beyond stage 1, it could potentially become a weak point, and that is where Mountune comes in. You can of course get similar products from various other companies, but Mountune is good quality, and yeah, it looks lovely. It's made out of aluminium. The material itself, per volume I suppose, is lighter, but this is more chunky than this, so I believe they actually weigh the same, but this is a lot more chunky, like I said, and of course it uses an extra screw hole, so it's going to brace it even better, and the extra bolt we're putting in, it will be an extra strong fit. So just getting ready, just a good idea if you're going to go beyond stage 1. So let's get this in. Now before we get under the car again, I will point out that Mountune entirely replaces all of the bolts with these hex bolts, and they give you these little washers. Now the washers should be pre-positioned on all of the bolts, but if they're not, you should note they do need to go on the right way, so the slightly curvy bit pointing downwards. But like I say, they should be pre-positioned on all of your bolts, ready to go and get them in under the car. Now we are going to be putting some Loctite blue on these, just in around the middle here. It's thread locker, lock the threads, stop it from wriggling out, because you don't want these to be wriggling out under vibration. And then it is just a simple case of getting them screwed in with the appropriately sized hex bits. all the bolts in, tightened them up a bit by hand, and now we're doing some torque. Now, it was kind of hard to find torque specs on these, but what I found was 25 Newton meters on the smaller bolts, and I think it was 63 or 65, I'll just check that in a sec, on the bigger bolts. There we go. Lovely. Alright, well that is the PTU brace finally in. It was pretty fiddly, I'm not going to lie, to get at those upper bolts, especially the one that is like the upper replacement of the stock one. That was really difficult to get the Allen keys in and around. I had to like just go get it in, turn it a little bit, get it in, turn it a little bit, and it just took a bunch of time, but eventually it got in and eventually it tightened up. But yeah, that's it done. That was the only real sort of difficult part, and it will totally be worth the hassle and the time. But yeah, so it's all good. All I have to do now is put my boost pipe back in, put my Undertray on, and then we will be installation complete. Well, there we go. That is installation complete of the PTU brace from Mountune. I hope you like it. I hope you like this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe for more content to come very, very soon. Thank you once again, and goodbye.